I'm called Hassan Khalil. I'm coach of boxing, East Coast Boxing Club. It's now 14 years since I started this club. I'm also the coach. I'm coaching some other young boys here in Nakuru. So far, I have the champions, and I have some who are going for qualification for Olympics. And also, I have also a blind boxer. Why I'm coaching a blind boxer? I'm the first person in the world to coach a boxer, the first blind boxer in Uganda. And I think you can see him. He's called Bashir Ramadan, and his nickname is called German. Before he came blind, he was a good soccer player. He was nicknamed German. He likes very much German. Even if there's a World Cup, he supports German. Yeah, he decided to become a boxer because he knew boxing before he could become a blind. He was not boxing when he was, but he knew, because this area of Uganda here in Nakuru, most boys in Nakuru know 5 or 6 sports. You can find a person knows how to box, he knows how to play football, he knows how to play long tennis, rugby, and other sports. I took Bashir on because he tried many sports when he became blind. He's tried football, but he can't. He tried other sports, but he can't. Then he decided to come in boxing. See, Bashir just try to lift some weight so that he can get some energy. Take it up. Bashir is a welterweight. Last time he boxed his boxer from Tanzania, he was 70 kilograms, but Bashir was 71 kilograms. That's we call it middleweight. Oh, okay. Yeah. I just love doing it because Bashir, sometimes you find him is lonely. He wants to do something, and in health, somebody have to do something, because he can run and do some weight lifting and some doing also some boxing, so that he can be with good health.
I'm Bashir Ramadan, the blind boxer found in Uganda. I'm busy training so that I be fit for any fight which will be coming.
Days when I could still see, I trained in bricklaying and construction. And many of the buildings you see over there, I helped put them up. It was in 1997 when I got sick with a bad headache that persisted for 2 years. For 1 whole year, one side of my head pained so much that it later became unbearable. The second year became a mark in history. That's when the pain impact turned me blind. We moved to many hospitals, including Mulago, the National Referral Hospital, to reverse the blindness. Several tests were conducted on me, but nothing they could see. In fact, one kind-hearted person advised my grandparents, who by then were taking care of me, to take me to a hospital that specialized in eye treatments. So it was Menga Hospital after Rubaga, and indeed we went. There I was told that the veins that enable light through my eyes were paralyzed. I was told nothing else could be done to restore my sight. Just to be clear with them, I begged pardon. I asked if they were sure no hospital in the world would restore my sight. They said, anywhere you go, they will still use some machine that has confirmed that never to see again. Then the eye specialist said, the only one and last option we can give to you is to take a course for the blind. I asked, since I may not see you again, what can I do that can mend my tattered heart?
Last option. Amagezi agaliyo funa abakuteekamu sente ogenda osome course mwina course zammwe computer.
He said, get someone who can at least sponsor you while taking the course for the blind. They offer training in knitting, weaving and the likes. Little did he know that sports could suit me better. So he gave me the directions to the School of the Blind in Chiwaka.
Mpulira ndi nokunyola nga tingina tambulanga nali ndabanga bazibwa mu kibuga muri nga katingina tambulanga bali asite benda bawali bwenti.
It was not easy to come to terms that now I'm going to be moving with a guide of sticks, like I'd seen blind people do. Never had it crossed my mind that I would become blind, yet I was then. Mind you, I was married. Upon reaching home, my wife asked what specialist said. This time I had to break the news hard and disheartening as it was. They said I'll never see again. I left it up to her for the marriage. So I had to be frank this time. I told her, they said I will be blind for life. On the second thought, she asked if she would handle. You know, all other hospitals we had moved together, but results were given to me, so she didn't know yet the truth. She said she wouldn't divorce me for that. But she asked again, what did they say? Well, I gave her a direct gate pass without judgment. She was free to divorce me for my safety, lest she does something malicious to rid herself of the blind burden. Most people in Uganda have no respect or sympathy for the blind. It's quite dangerous when a blind person is all by himself. No one will help. The best way to go is to be with someone better than a walking stick. Most even don't know signs for the blind. My house is not far away from the gym, close to 300 meters, per my calculations as a born engineer.
Engineer by profession, bamuzibe.
In 2005, I invented what we call amateur boxing for the blind, the first of a kind in Uganda and in Africa. This kind of boxing is graded: B1 for the total blindness, B2 for the partial, and B3 for defects. Under B3, someone can see shadows when close. I am in B1 category, totally blind. Before I got blind, I knew boxing sport existed. My fate destined me maybe to this kind of sport away from football, which was my favorite. So I came to the gym and shared my plans to start a boxing club for the blind. Oh, you should have seen the coach. He loved the idea. I even changed my training program from 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. and that has been the routine for 11 years. Like I said, boxing calls for determination. We call it the spirit. My head and the senses are used to play the sport, even though, according to the blind... My end, I wanted to design something new, something unique that challenges one to use the brains and the senses. This goes with hearing, smell, and feeling abilities. But of course, for the blind boxing club to succeed, it needs loads of funds to put up facilities that favor players. In fact, I wanted the referee also to be blind. Look at me, I'm blind. But I go to Lugogo to attend the fights with the help of my children. Without sight, but I enjoy since my club always takes part. I actually enjoy the fights more than those with signs using my great judging abilities. So far, I have had 4 fights. 3 of them are national and 1 East African, when I played with a Tanzanian blind boxer. I met this blind boxer through the interaction of 2 coaches at Lugogo. Tanzanian coach saw me with my coach, who disclosed to him that I was a boxer too. This sparked off a good working relationship, and boom, an East African fight for the blind was organized. Many people attended. However, the Tanzanian blind boxer was in B3 category. In the ring, he knocked me out first. But when I figured that he was in the other class, hey, he also landed in my punch, which totally left him on the ground. Knockout. Boom.
So far, he has fought about four times. Yeah, he just fought a blind boxer from Tanzania, and they became draw. Yeah, he's called Umar. There's also other blind boxer in Denmark and Norway, but they don't allow them to box.
Boxing has earned me good things. Number one, I am a celebrity. Like many here call us a celeb. Everywhere I pass, people recognize me as German, the blind boxer. I am physically fit. You know, before boxing, you have to train to be fit. So I am very healthy due to the exercises I do. However, every good thing has challenges. Many a times I'm limited with the number of people I train with who can understand that I am blind but still would want to joke with me. For example, I can't joke with people who can't mark my steps because I am also human who needs company of people to be motivated. So if I train with ruthless people, they can miss my steps, which might turn into an accident on my side. And my friend, any kind of mistake can be a big accident on me, which can be annoying. Trust me, you don't want to see me annoyed because I can be very bad.
The challenge is that the boy, when I'm training, he doesn't want noise. We have to train together because when he's with other people, he's very confused because he can hear some noise, and he wants to hear only one person like me. As I'm a coach, he listens to me. We train very early in the morning. After training, then he leaves and go to do his work.
For Bashir to reach where he is, it has been the help of Coach Hassan Khalili, who has got such sporting talent for talents. Coach Hassan is a well-wisher who is selfless. Another challenge is the media. God have mercy, but the media is so exploitative. In fact, I was about to send some media to cover me. These paparazzi come with sweet talk that they will make me famous and so offer peanuts of facilitation. In the end, they are the ones who become famous. I recently confirmed that they only want fame for themselves, but use me as a stepping stone. They don't give my address in their reports. So, indirectly without my authority, they manage me. You are just lucky that I allowed you to cover me. This being your second time to come here, yeah, you could be different from many selfish media people. My humble request to the viewer of Palcha TV, kindly run to my rescue with about $600 or $700. Truth is, I'm not gonna box for life. Look at me. Look at me. I am aging. But I really need to be helped with tuition of about $600 to $700 to enable me take up a course for the blind, so that I may also be empowered with a skill, despite my blindness. You will have helped a Ugandan to contribute positively to his country, other than feeling sorry for myself. Kindly work with Palchat to reach me, and on the same, we shall show you our gratitude. Another thing, 6 years since that last African fight, I have not had a rematch. Why? I need sponsorship too, for others to join up. Why? I need sponsorship to be able to join up the Tanzanian blind boxer or organize a fight, or even go engage other blind boxers in Denmark, Norway, or Sweden. All this needs money. But you also know blind boxing is true and genuine entertainment that hasn't been fully explored. If only I could get funders. Or we? Any investor would not look further than investing in blind boxing form of entertainment. Another bill goes to the IBA to recognize blind boxing as a category of sport and certify it. This would place Uganda a class ahead for the generations and generations to come.
They're so weak.
When you look at other blind people, gosh, they are so weak. I always tease them, but it's always disappointing and almost pointing to the fact that they are defenseless. But look, if supported and encouraged to join sports like these, it would be a better story to share. I hear them admiring my energy, but they can get better than admiration. They can be like or even be better than me given the support required. Sport isn't growing, it needs more than one player, which is me. And you, the viewer, could be the spark to putting blind boxing on a map. All I need is sponsorship. Obviously, I'm not the only blind person in Uganda. Don't you ask yourself what the other blind people are doing with themselves? I have invited many blind people to join me, and still inviting more, including those watching. Oh, I mean the blind who are listening. So true, the blind also need to feel worth. One way to do this is to support them in ventures like this. This gives them hope. My passion to bring the blind boxing to spotlight is so big to an extent that I want it to qualify for the Paralympics. In fact, I am thinking of first disguising in other games like baseball. Then, after capturing the attention, I can then disclose to the world that yes, blind boxing is the best sport. But still, even to go for these qualifiers, it needs money, which I don't have yet. But you know, we still have time, as Paralympics are there in October this year. So how about you help me out with sponsorship? You can clearly see that I am not a type of person who wants to be spoon-fed. I know we need to let the world know blind boxing exists and I'm ready to do it. But I need your sponsorship. If I get a chance to participate in October, Heaven Gates will have opened. That's when I will let everyone know that yes, blind boxing exists.
Really, it was a cool fight, yeah.
So interesting.
German has the experience, too much experience. Yeah, it's good.
Blind boxing is such a cool game. However, it needs money, it needs funds. If there is anybody out there to help, you're welcome. So I will challenge all blind boxers to join me and we make history for people to always smile.